Hello, hello, hello. Good day wherever you're watching this podcast from. Welcome to Panorama Insights, the Forex podcast, sponsored by Panorama Forex Academy. All right, this is a podcast for Forex traders. If you're a Forex trader, you don't want to miss any episode of this podcast. This is our very first episode, and today we're going to be talking about something quite popular. All right, we're going to be talking about from zero to profitability. All right, how to achieve profitability as a trader from zero, like from zero. All right, so I'm your host. I'm Vix, Coach Vix. You can call me Coach Vix, and we're going to be going on a journey. And I want you to pay close attention with me, and we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow together. All right. So from zero to profitability, get your notes down, get your pen down. This is more of like it covers both the entertainment, covers also the learning process. We're both entertainment and educating together. All right. So let's go on a journey. You wouldn't get bored, I promise you. All right. So I would tell a little story in this podcast. All right. The very first thing, now this is where I want you to pay attention now. The very first thing you need to attain profitability from someone that's starting from zero. When I mean zero, I mean zero. No mommy's money, no daddy's money. You're starting from probably $5, $10, $50 range there. You understand? For someone that is staying in the western part of Africa, you know how hard it would be to be coming from the the middle class and the lower class citizen. You understand? You're probably starting, you probably start trading with $10, $20 there. All right. If you are towards that range there, and no matter the range you find yourself, be it a struggling trader, that range I just mentioned now, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say right now, because believe me, you are going to be profitable if you have all these virtues and you inculcate all this mindset inside of you. Number one, the very first thing you need to have in order to attain profitability is passion. Yeah, you need to have passion for this market. You need to be passionate about it. All right. I was having a discussion with a meeting with the inner circle, and I did, and I with my inner circle, and I said this thing to them also. Passion. You cannot negotiate your way into profitability if you don't like this forex market. All right. It's more of like saying you want to be profitable in the law, in law or in medicine, or as a medical doctor. You need to be passionate in some kind of way for that profession. If not for the finances the profession is bringing, but the lifestyle and the respect you get for studying that amount of years in school, you need to be passionate about the market. There's something about there's something about forex trading, about this whole financial market. If you are not passionate, time will tell. You'll get tired. If you're not passionate about this forex market, you are going to give up along the way. Yeah, you're going to give up. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Because if you're coming with only the mindset that, though I started trading for the financial freedom, yeah, that can be a motivation to start. But then again, you need to have a goal that is more weightier than that. If not, you are going to quit along the way, because forex, especially when starting from the lower class of it, there is nobody that is willing to invest in you. Yet it's very hard. You understand? The forex space as a whole was not founded or built for poor people. Respectfully speaking, you understand, it was built to multiply funds. You understand, not for you to generate your fund. So for most of us that started with $10 and $20, you understand, it's going to be a dog eat dog for you if you're not passionate about this market. All right. If you don't have this virtue of passion and you want to trade the forex market, you are going to get stuck on the way. You understand? You're really going to get stuck, because now, especially trading something like forex in a place like Africa, particularly Nigeria. Now there are a lot of forex traders, that are making it big. You understand? Though in as much as there are a lot of forex traders that are making it big, many people still label forex scam. You understand? So if you're not passionate about this game, like it is not like anytime you are sleeping, you are dreaming of forex, you are waking up, you are seeing candlesticks. You understand? If you are not that passionate about the forex market, there's a discouragement that comes with it when you start blowing accounts. Because believe me, you will surely blow accounts when you start trading. You wouldn't just start with perfection like that. No matter, even if a mentor holds your hand strong, you understand. There are many times you want to let loose and just test the waters by yourself, and to burn you. You understand. What keeps you going is the passion you have for the forex market before you started trading the forex market. You understand, and also it also matters who introduced forex to you. So passion is very, very important. If you have passion, don't allow your passion dry up. Don't allow that well of passion you have for forex market. Don't allow it dry up. You understand? That's the fuel. That's the fuel that keeps you driving until you attain profitability. You understand? In order to attain profitability, you need to be passionate about this occupation called trading. All right. And if you're already struggling for quite a time now and you're already losing passion, you understand, just find a way. If you can pray to God for him to rekindle that passion back in you, because you need it. You need it. You don't want to be the kind of people that will drop out from forex and start labeling forex a scam. Forex has paid many people, and forex, respectfully speaking, do I need to apologize? Well, as really paid me also. So it's not a scam. All right. So if you don't want to be one of all those people that label forex a scam, please get your passion straight. Never lose focus. You understand? Know what brought you into the financial market. You understand? And keep flaming that goal until you achieve it. All right. Passion, write that down. You need it so badly in this financial market. It can never be overemphasized. You need it. You understand? It's a very big four to attain profitability from zero. The second thing you need, the second virtue you need to attain profitability is competence. You need to attain that level of competence. You see, it's high time many of us stop settling at the level of higher highs and higher lows. You understand? There are deeper things other than higher highs and higher lows. Just not drawing your other blocks. If you're a smart money concept trader and just waiting for your what do you call that indicator again? Is it MAH now, or yeah, moving average and RSI to cross each other? You understand? I'm not an indicator trader. I'm a price action trader, but you need to be competent about this market, both fundamentally and technically. And if you want to go more deeper, you can even add sentimentally also. All right, because as a forex trader, you don't just want to settle in the area of knowing little things about the market. Also, you need to go deep. You need to read. You need to study other profitable traders that have gone ahead of you. You need to be competent about this market. You understand? You need to know, what moved the market, how the market moves, why is price going this direction, why is Euro USD bullish today, why is GBP USD selling. You need to know all these things. That's competence. When somebody wakes you from sleep, you should be able to open your chart and analyze the market without saying, what, it's like this guy is not really good today. No, you need to be competent. You need to know what you're doing. In order to attain profitability, or before you start seeing results as a trader from zero, you first have to know what you're doing. I will not just go and sit down in a hospital for a checkup, or for a doctor to treat me. And when I start hearing the records of the drug doctor or the track record, I start hearing things like this person only studied 2 years or 3 years in school. You can't even be a medical doctor, so they will not even certify you. That's just the thing. You understand? It's just so unfortunate that forex traders, no matter the amount of days, weeks, or months you've traded, you can graduate yourself and call yourself a profitable trader, even if you're not. You understand? Even in medicine and other occupations, you have to be certified due to the level of knowledge you know. Due to the knowledge you have, sorry, you have to be competent. You have to know what you're doing and you will defend it. You understand? In this forex trading, you have to be competent. In as much as you already have passion for this thing, you have to seek knowledge that works. Have a strategy that works. Have a strategy that works. Master the strategy, refine it, and test the strategy over a long series of time to see the results it produces. You understand? If it produces results on a consistent basis, that means you are on your way to profitability if you're not even profitable yet by then. So as you're having passion, make sure that passion translates into, you know, translates into the passion to go for knowledge also, you understand? Not just passion alone. You should direct your focus your passion to, seek knowledge. If it's going to take you your time, your energy, and your resources to get vital knowledge for this forex space, please let it take you. Sacrifice it. You understand? Because you are either cold or you are hot. You can't be lukewarm in the middle. No, oh, I know a little. Is that you don't know anything at all, or if you really want to know, go into this thing very well. You understand? Be very competent. All right. And if you're the kind of person that already know a few things about forex and you are settling there, no, it's time for you to break beyond that box. You understand? Watch podcasts. You understand? Watch podcasts of already successful forex traders, their interviews. Watch it. Read Trading the Zone again if you've not read it before. All right. Read Disciplined Trader. Go for knowledge. Know this thing. All right. Don't just settle for $5 and $10. No, have knowledge about this financial market. All right. After you have passion, be competent also. All right. That's number two. We have about four. The third one is accountability. Yeah, accountability. You see, this list I'm giving us is not a traditional kind of list like, make sure you're refining your strategy and stuff like that. All those ones are secondary. They are secondary actually. They're actually really secondary. That's under competence. All right. So the third one is you need to be accountable to someone. That's what the accountability there means. You need to be accountable to someone because the forest space, there are only very few people in this life that can handle what the forest market takes to be profitable on their own without any sense of help. Only few. I needed help when I started, you understand? And even up to date, I'm still accountable to someone. Not because I'm not disciplined yet as a trader, but it's a culture that brought me to this point and I need to continue that habit. You understand? You need to be accountable to someone. Now, let me go in depth of what I'm talking about. When you start, when you start trading and you start struggling, probably you already have the knowledge, you've known how, you've mastered your strategy, but you're not really seeing results the way you want to see results. That is where you need, or you're no longer disciplined with your trade, or you're no longer obeying risk management the way you should do. That's where you need to call a third party in and be as honest as possible. I told the inner circle this. Be as honest as possible. Open, okay, even if you're getting a $1,000 account, be it a prop firm or whatever, this third party you are bringing to be accountable to, make sure you are open to this person and tell the person the truth. You give the person your trading plan and tell the person, these are the plans I want to use for the particular account I'm buying. Please, after every trading day ends, I'm going to reach out to you. And please make sure I did not violate any of these rules. That is accountability. And before I take a trade, I will screenshot the before picture and send to you, and the after result I'll send to you also. I'm making sure I do not violate all of this my trading plan I'm giving to you. And you have to have a very good trading plan also. You have to have a good trading plan. If you're taking two trades every day, making sure I use 15 pips stop loss, making sure I make $20 or $50, or I do not make above $100, your trading plan, depending on how it suits you, you understand, but you have to have a reasonable trading plan. You get. If you want to extend the trading plan to include your strategy, you will not go into depth like, once I see a 15 minutes fair value gap, I go to 5 minutes to look for extra confirmation before entering. It's still your trading plan. And you have to make sure you're accountable to someone that is passionate about your growth also. Don't just go and meet a random person to be accountable to the person. Who cares? If you like, blow your account. What's the person's business? But, be accountable to someone that is passionate about seeing you grow. All right? Yeah, be accountable. I can go on and on and on about this, about talking about accountability. I started seeing major growth, like major growth in my trading journey when I started being accountable. You understand? I wrote out my trading plan. I was already competent. I knew this thing. I could draw a level when you just wake me up from sleep, and market is touching that level and it's bouncing off my key level. You understand? Many times, in as much as one pip, it will not even give a drawdown of one pip. Market will respect it. I was already that way, but I was not seeing results. I was not making constant withdrawals. You understand? That's why I knew that I had accountability problem. Like I've not really had the discipline to, to master my emotions. So I needed someone to, someone I respected to still hold my hands, not in trading because the person I'm accountable to, I know more than the person. You understand? But I have to be humble enough and, be honest with my account balance so the person can watch over those things. And I was really honest. When I flop, and I be like, and see, be honest, because many times the devil wants to tempt you. When you take wrong trades, you might lie that, oh, it's a network. I wanted to enter one trade. I didn't know I've pressed the buy button multiple times. It's a lie, You want to be profitable, so you have to be honest. There's nothing like, oh, I slept off and I didn't know I didn't put stop loss. Come on. Come on. You're more than that. You're lying to yourself. All right. And there's nothing like, oh, the last trade I entered, I used one standard lot. I didn't know I didn't clear it and I re entered again multiple times. I thought I cleared it. Come on. All those excuses. It's on you. You are the one who wants to be profitable, not the person you're accountable to. You can lie to them and they accept your lies, but you know that you need to grow. All right. So this is a very harsh podcast. All right. But we have to be factual here. There's no need to play or dilly dal, or you don't have time for frivolities right now. You need to be profitable, and this forex thing has to work for you. So you need someone to tell you the truth. So once you find that you have the very you're passionate about this market, and that passion has driven you, and you've zeroed down to have knowledge, and you've gone for knowledge, you've paid for knowledge, you've sacrificed all you need to sacrifice to get vital knowledge, because when you're having knowledge, you're going to have to filter a lot of junks. You understand? Once you have that, then you're accountable to someone. This is the last one I'm going to drop for today, which is not all, but if you focus on this four, you are going to start moving towards the direction of profitability. Believe me, you need to start thinking big. Profitable traders are profitable, and forex start showing on their body, not just because they are consistently withdrawing. Not just only that is a fact, but also because the money they are withdrawing is big. Yeah. It's high time you have to start thinking beyond $10 and $5 and start thinking beyond 0.01. If you're just starting, it's a cool thing, but you need to grow. You need to start thinking beyond that. All right. You can't overemphasize on this thinking big thing. That's why it's good to read materials on finances, things on emotional intelligence, things that will uplift your mindset. Start thinking big. Imagine yourself start handling big amounts of money. That's why Profem is a blessing this period. Even if you don't have $10,000, you can buy a Profem of $10,000 with $100 or less, depending. You can even have an instant account of $3,000 with just $100 or $110. No need for evaluation. All right. You can get a $3,000 account, and your mind will start telling you, I'm handling a $3,000 account now from the $20 I used to handle. Now, if I'm trading my normal $100 now and I'm to make 10% per month, you understand? I'll be making $10 a month, which cannot sustain me. But if I'm making 10% of $3,000 or 10% of $10,000, that is $1,000. And if you convert it to Naira, that's 1.5 million. You can quit your job and do that consistently. You're already profitable. All right, because profitability is in level. You can be a profitable trader and be seeing only $50 every month. You are profitable, but you are not there per se. You understand? But you can be a profitable trader and be making millions monthly. Yeah, God has started helping you there. All right. That's just the thing. So let me just add an extra one to make it five. Have a mentor. Have a mentor, someone that, or that is already making, that's already seeing the results in this forex space. And even if you have to pay to have the knowledge he has, pay for it, get close to him, ask questions. All right, it will fasten your pace into profitability. Having passion, going for knowledge and being competent, all right, being accountable to someone and thinking big are surely going to make you profitable. But if you want to fasten that pace, have a mentor. It's going to be fast for you. All right, that's that about that. I hope I did. I was not boring you guys, and I was able to drop something. And if you be honest with yourself, you can hit your chest that before this year runs out, I am going to be a profitable trader. And if you're really serious about it and you take all the steps that you need to take to achieve that goal, no demon on earth is going to stop you from being profitable. And I mean it. There is nobody on earth that has made that vow to themselves that they are going to be profitable and I'm not going to blow any account again that failed. I've not seen one. It's because you don't speak to yourself. That's why you're not really that profitable yet, respectfully. All right. So that is that about that. And make sure you subscribe to PFA channel, Panorama Forex Academy. All right. And we'll keep on dropping new episodes of Panorama Insights, the Forex podcast, every Thursday. All right. I hope this podcast episode was a blessing to you. All right. I hope it was a blessing to you and you are going to achieve profitability very soon. All right. Be serious and you are going to hit that goal you've been pursuing. Cheers and God bless. I remain your favorite host, Coach Vix.